Hey guys, real quickly, I want to show you how to install one of our 10-inch OneGauge screens with the provided brackets into your Volvo 240. This is a setup that pops in relatively easily, but it does take a few tricks, which I'm going to show you here. So to get your old cluster out, it's relatively simple. The left side, you got to pull off these two knobs, your headlight and brightness knobs. And then there's a plastic trim piece. You remove that. I've got everything already loosely removed, so I'm just showing you for illustration purposes. Then you'll see there's a metal bracket that's held down by two of the screws that also hold in the cluster. So you're gonna have to remove those screws, then you remove the metal bracket here. And then your left side of your cluster is gonna be free to come out. For the right side, it's basically the same. You just remove these two kind of bezels or panels. Just be gentle not to break the plastic. But remove those and you'll have easy access to the two screws right here that hold in the right side of the cluster. So once you've got that all done, you just want a nice exposed open spot for your new screen. You're going to take the 10-inch screen that that OneGauge provides. The important thing is, these are marked with right and left. So the little R right here goes on the right side of the screen, little L here goes on the left side. These need to stay somewhat loose. So what I would recommend is putting a second nut on the back of each one of these screws just to make sure the first nut doesn't back out. These have to be loose, and I'll show you why here in just a second. I've only got one nut on because I remove mine and reinstall it relatively frequently, so it hasn't been a problem for me. But once you've got everything kind of loosely assembled, this is kind of where, if you know the tricks, it's not too hard. You're going to have to put the screen in just like this. So it's going to slide in this way, and then if you're lucky, you can just push this little bit of plastic down here and the screen is going to pop in there. So now the whole thing is back in this area. So that's half the battle done. The next part is you have to use that looseness of the two brackets to bring it around to meet the screw holes. So you can see on the right side, I've brought the kind of bracket mounts up in front of the cluster, in front of the screw holes, and then you have to do the same thing to the other side, and that's where the looseness comes in. You got to be able to flex it just a little bit, obviously without breaking anything, to be able to get it in front of the main pieces so that you can use your screws to mount it. So it's easier said than done. It definitely takes a little finessing. And if it's too tight, you can always loosen it back up. So I'm going to try going with the left side first and see if I have a little more luck that way. It seems to be getting hung up on something at the top left. There we go. Left side on. And then the right side just pops right on. So that's what you're looking for. Let me take this off the mount so I can show you a little bit better. So these brackets should be sitting in front of your screw holes. So your screw is going to go through the bracket and into the original screw hole that was used by the cluster, your original factory cluster. So same thing on this side. I apologize, it's hard to see. There's not a whole lot of light in the cabin of this vehicle, but that's really the trick. So let me try to demo it again for you real quick. So you can maneuver. Here we go, now it's back behind. Okay, so since I had luck with the left side first, I'm going to do that again. Get a hold of both of your brackets here. Just, be gentle with the screen. Make sure you don't do anything that's going to damage the screen itself. The brackets are replaceable, but the screens are a little more pricey. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely working the best for me. Bring the left side to the front first, and then the right side, and then you can use your 4 screws that were originally holding in the cluster, and you can secure it at least to hold it steady. And then of course you can later, if you've got small hands or are agile, you can get back behind there, not very easily, but you can, and you can tighten some of those screws up that are holding the screen to the brackets. So that's basically how you do it. After that, you just put, you can put your screws in. I am working on some brackets like this that will fill in the gaps, so that there's not so much of a gap between the factory trim, but and those would just go right underneath the screws as well. So if you have any questions, of course, reach out and ask me. I'm happy to help out. Just let me know how I can help, but hopefully this video shows you a little bit in more detail how the screen fits in to the dash, and how to install it. So, thanks.